Young Hollywood, what is going on? Today we have UFC's very own Cody, No Love, Garbrandt.
Excited to be here.
Excited? You got a new book, Pact?
Just released on Tuesday, so I'm excited to be doing this media tour. Just got back from New York, so.
You're young, a young man, promising career still, entering your prime.
Correct.
Why did you want to get this book out?
I think it was to do with the timing of the Pact, the story, and when the readers read this book, you can go through it, you know, with Maddux's story and my story and how we met on unfortunate circumstances and made that pact and promise that he would beat cancer and I'd make it to the UFC and become a world champion.
You guys met and you're actually in a tough time in your life.
A huge transition period in my life. I left college twice and I was, you know, a young adult trying to figure out what I was going to do. Started boxing, I was wrestling, and that was really my passion, but you know, I was always making, you know, these horrible decisions. Couldn't get away from my friends that were, you know, doing drugs, selling drugs. So it was a wake-up call for me. And shortly after I met Maddux, I was trying to change my life back, get into the gym, really set out to, you know, make it in fighting and fulfill my dreams and my passion for so long was to be a world champion.
How did No Love, the nickname, come about?
So my uncle was my boxing trainer. Since I can remember, I would go in there and spar, and he would train local pros or pros around the area and amateurs. And I was a teenager going in there and sparring them and beating them up. And my uncle was he was a ball buster, so we rode him real hard. He said, "Man, you're getting beat up by a kid." He's like, "This guy's showing you no love." And it just like stuck. And one of the guys was like, "Oh, that's Cody No Love." Every time I came in the gym, because they would say, "He's showing you no love."
One thing I always find about combat sports is the training, being relentless and UFC champion caliber level. How do you train at that level?
You know what, for me, I always was self-motivated. I think that goes back to where our mom put us in wrestling at an early age. She showed us work ethic, you know, dedication, and didn't let us quit in any sport. Once we started, we had to finish it if we didn't like it or we weren't good at it or anything like that. She just never let us give up on anything. So it was easy to be self-motivated, and it's passion. I really love fighting. That's all I've known and had in my life, whether it was negative or positive. I took the positive from it and ran with it.
I always find it curious, the entrance leading up to a fight.
Ooh, goosebumps about it.
Tell me what that experience is like, because I always look at these fighters and I'm like, it has to be an amazing feeling, but also a nerve-wracking moment.
You know, you're getting ready for the walk and you're behind these curtains, and you know, then you have your walkout moniker. You know, I would come out to We Will Rock You by Queen. You hear that song start and you're like, they count you down 5, 4, and they're in your face, and you're like, walk, and the camera's in you, and they pull back the curtains, you see all the bright lights and the people chanting for you, and I'm just so fixated on that octagon that I'm already in the octagon. You have to get checked out, and then I already have my eyes on my opponent, my adversary. I'm zoned in. I don't even remember the walk.
You're known as a big striker. Tell me about which hand is the moneymaker?
I think both my hands. I have a lot of knockouts from both hands. You know, it's kind of funny that you say that. Maddux always comes to the fights, and we always, you know, do what hand am I knocking this guy out with? And he'll pick, and he has high percentage with what hand he picks, and I, you know, usually knock him out with this. I remember the one fight he had right hands 5 fights in a row, and then for the Takeo Mizugaki fight right before I fought Cruz for the title, he picked the left hand, and I was like, oh gosh, like what combo am I going to hit to knock this guy out? And I ended up.
So it's kind of like a game you guys play.
Yeah, you know, it's awesome. He has a high percentage rate, so he's like my little good luck charm. But he always believes in the right hand. The right hand's it's pretty accurate.
You also have a big fight coming up here in LA.
Yes.
Against a former teammate, now rival.
Rival, yep.
Tell me about what can we expect differently? The
mindset's completely different. My mentality, I'm healthy. More focused than ever. I was coming off of almost a year out of injuries, and it takes a lot. That weighs a lot mentally on you, and just trying to get prepared. And I'm big, into visualization and putting myself in there, and just, being able to train, being at the grind. Knowing that you're working every day and you're progressing, you're leveling up, you're sharpening your skills. I wasn't able to do that last year, so. Being healthy is a huge part of it, but also I was just blessed with a newborn child. He's 8 weeks old, my little boy Kai, so that's motivation in itself.
Guys, there you have it. No love.
No love.